Hey guys, in this week's video we'll be giving a 1 month update since starting up the PICO tank, so hope you guys stay tuned. If you notice something different, my girlfriend recently got me a new microphone for Valentine's Day. She knows that I've been recording on my iPhone and it's been pretty tedious, so make sure you buy your significant other something for Valentine's Day, or if you're single, make sure to buy something for your other half, aka your Reef tank. Get a nice frag or something that you would enjoy. So yeah, let's get started. Earlier in the week I found this green rock flower anemone up here. If you guys watched the other videos, you would know that it used to sit in this little corner on the right side next to this little rock. But one day I noticed that he wasn't there and I was kind of looking around, and eventually I found him right next to the wave maker. So I'm kind of glad that he didn't get shredded, but I eventually got him off the glass and back onto the sand bed. I don't know if I ever showed you guys, but there's also these redacted shrooms I picked up. They're more green in person. And I also got this, I think it's like a gold dragon something, some name for this disco summer mushroom. I also noticed that the algae grows way faster on the glass in this tank than my nano tank. So I went ahead and moved the scraper into the PICO tank to help me out. If you guys are wondering why I have this guy strapped up to this little pebble, it's because the green letter frag kind of came off of the rock last time because the glue didn't hold it down. So I kind of have it there to attach to the rock. The zoas have been slowly gaining their color back. The worldwide coral's AOI is kind of browned out, but the blue's definitely getting there. These gorilla nips are doing just fine. And I also added a purple monster at the top right there, but it's not doing too well, so hopefully things improve in the future. The snail experiment where I put a zoa polyp on the Astrea snail did not go well, and it was a failure because I don't know, the polyp just either melted or just fell off. But this green small toadstool is finally getting, you know, some hair. It's not as bald anymore, so that's a good sign too. Alright, so after about a month of keeping these sexy shrimp, I'm really enjoying their personalities. They're always out and about and I can always find them inside the tank. And when they get hungry, they come up to the front, which is really nice. Next, I'm going to talk about the other chaos frag. Try to get it focused, but if you guys notice at the bottom of the large polyp on the right side, there's like a little baby under it. So that means that the tank is really stabilizing, and I'm glad that it's finally growing some new heads. And I looked the other day and there's actually another one growing in the middle, so pretty fast grower. The Sakura Sunrise is looking great as usual. I thought that they would brown out when I first introduced them into the tank, but it hasn't really browned out, which I'm pretty surprised about, so I guess the lights are okay. While I look at the sexy shrimp, I noticed that on this biomedia at the bottom here, it's really hard to pick up in the video, but there's actually a feather duster housing inside of the biomedia. You can see it spread out its little feathers here in a little bit right there. But it's kind of surprising how, you know, things just randomly show up in your reef tank one day and they're just there to stay. Here's a nice close-up of one of the sexy shrimp messing with the green letter frag that I tied on this little rock the other day. I'm not sure if it's trying to eat the frag or if it's eating something maybe on the rubber band, but I noticed that it hasn't been doing too well, so I decided to take off the rubber band. But knowing my luck, I accidentally snapped the whole piece off, so I just ended up gluing it back onto the rock, but I'm not sure it'll stay there. For those of you who have sexy shrimp also, I'm wondering, do your guys' sexy shrimp just host in one coral, or do they just host in multiple ones? Mine kind of just own the whole tank, so whatever they like, they'll just kind of sit in there, which is pretty cool. I haven't had a chance to talk about Pixiu, but he's doing pretty good. So far he's eating frozen food now. He seems to ignore the little chunks, but he's eating the big ones, so I guess that's a good sign. He seems the same size. I mean, it's only been a month, so I can't really see the difference. Here I just fed Pixiu some frozen food, and the shrimp can kind of sense when the food's in the water, and when they do, they kind of go crazy like this, waving their little butt around like this guy, which is pretty funny. They're pretty entertaining to watch. I'm about to give him some food here in a little bit. Sorry for the camera shaking, it's kind of hard feeding and recording at the same time. So I tried my best to squirt some next to him, see how he does. Immediately he jumps on it, and yeah, look at him. He is one fat and happy shrimp. I also gave some food to the other guy, but I mean, this guy's just everywhere. He's super fat, so he just immediately came over here to steal the food from the rock flower anemone and from the other little shrimp. The other guy isn't too active. He's much more calm. They have different personalities. I saw my pom-pom crab here in the back under the rocks. I rarely see this guy, so it was kind of a shame that I couldn't capture him here on the camera. What I ended up doing was trying to squirt some food, but I didn't have much luck with that. After watching the shrimp for the past month, I really want to add them to my nano tank also, but I have a coral banded shrimp and I don't think they'll play too well with other shrimp. But it's been a pleasure watching these guys in this PICO tank, and yeah, they really bring a lot out of this tank. And I haven't seen them munching down on coral, so yeah, all so far so good. Here's a little clip of the conch cleaning my glass. His little elephant trunk is doing pretty good work. I tried doing a top down of this tank, but it's really hard with the reflection there, as you can see on top of the water. So I tried a different angle to try to get all the corals in, but again, not the best. You can kind of see where this tank's heading. I just want to talk about what I see. So it's kind of awkward right now with the zoas on the bottom right side since they're not kind of grown, but I really like the look of like a zoa colony on the sand, kind of what the Sakura sunrise looks like. As you can see here, my rock is a little bare, but it's just because all of the coral are pretty new and they're super small frags. So eventually when they grow, they'll kind of cover more. If I find good deals on soft corals, I'll probably get some more and add them to the tank. I also plan on adding probably another sexy shrimp. I don't know if I'll do another pom-pom since I rarely see them. Maybe a different type of crab that comes out more and has a better personality. Someone in another video asked me what my favorite fish was, and it made me think of this little yellow clown goby I used to have. Really great guy and great color, personality, little fish. I had to get rid of him in my nano tank because he was munching on some of my acros, but I'll definitely think about adding one possibly to this tank. I think this video will drop on Sunday when the Super Bowl is playing. I currently hope that the Eagles pull it out. Nothing against Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, but it'll be cool to see a team who haven't been in the past few playoffs win a pretty big title. It's too late for prediction comments, but hope it's a good game. If you enjoyed today's video, please make sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe. My channel has been growing at a pretty decent rate. It's been making me happy, and I hope you guys have been enjoying the content so far. Well, yeah, that kind of wraps up our first month update for this PICO tank. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a good morning, afternoon, or evening. I don't know when you guys are watching, but hope you enjoy your day. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.